What if I told you that the secret to building new habits isn't about willpower, but about a simple, almost sneaky formula? You know the feeling, right? You get a burst of motivation, you decide you're going to meditate every day, learn a new language, and finally start that side hustle, all at once. A week later, you're back to scrolling on your phone, wondering where all that energy went. The problem isn't you, it's your method. You've been trying to build habits on an unstable foundation. But today, we're going to change that. We're diving into habit stacking, but not just the theory you've heard 100 times. We're talking about the formula that actually works and makes new habits feel effortless. So what is habit stacking? At its core, the formula is simple. After current habit, I will new habit. The magic here is that you're attaching a new desired behavior to an old established one that you already do without thinking. Your current habits are like well-worn paths in your brain. Instead of trying to bushwhack a new trail from scratch, you're just adding a small signpost on a path you already walk every day. It's about working with your brain's natural laziness, not against it. Let's make this real. A common goal is to drink more water. Instead of just saying, I'll drink more water, let's use the formula. What's something you do every single morning without fail? Maybe it's making coffee. Okay, so the formula becomes, after I start the coffee maker, I will drink 1 full glass of water. See how specific that is? Your brain doesn't have to decide when or how. The cue is built in. Making coffee automatically triggers the thought, time to drink water. You finish your glass right as the coffee is brewing. It's a perfect pairing. Let's take another example. Many of us want to feel more grateful or positive. A great habit for this is daily journaling. But when do you do it? Let's stack it. What's a solid, non-negotiable part of your evening routine? Maybe it's getting into bed. So the stack is, after I get into bed for the night, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for in my journal. You keep the journal and a pen on your nightstand. The act of pulling back the covers becomes your trigger. It's not a chore you have to remember, it's just the next logical step in your bedtime routine. Now, this is where most people stop, and this is why their habit stacking sometimes fails. There are 2 crucial mistakes people make. The first is making the new habit too big. Let's go back to our journaling example. If you start with, after I get into bed, I will write 3 full pages. You're setting yourself up for failure. That feels like a huge task, especially when you're tired. The key is to follow what author James Clear calls the 2-minute rule. Your new habit should take less than 2 minutes to do. So instead of 3 pages, start with write down 1 thing I'm grateful for. That's it. It's so easy you can't say no. After you've consistently written down 1 thing for a week or 2, then you can expand to 3 things, or maybe a full sentence. The goal is to show up. Consistency is more important than intensity when you're starting out. Let's apply this to another common goal. Exercise. You might say, after I change out of my work clothes, I will do a 30-minute workout. That's a big jump. Your tired brain will find a million excuses. Let's shrink it with the 2-minute rule. The new stack becomes, after I change out of my work clothes, I will put on my workout clothes. That's the entire habit. You're not committing to the workout, just to changing your outfit. But what happens once you're in your workout clothes? You're far more likely to think, well, I'm already dressed. I might as well do a few squats. Or maybe just a 5-minute walk. You're making it easy to start, and starting is the hardest part. The second huge mistake is choosing the wrong anchor habit. The habit you stack onto has to be rock solid and have a consistent time and location. For example, stacking a new habit onto checking my email is a bad idea. Why? Because you probably check your email at random times all day, in different places. There's no reliable trigger. A much better anchor would be after I sit down at my desk with my morning coffee. That happens at a specific time, in a specific location. It's a reliable cue. Think about your day. What are the things you do like clockwork? Waking up, brushing your teeth, starting the coffee maker, your commute, eating lunch, locking your front door. These are your golden anchors. They are the concrete foundation you can build upon. Let's try a more complex stack. Let's say you want to tidy up your living space, learn a language, and plan your next day. You could create a shutdown sequence for the end of your workday. Your anchor habit is closing your work laptop. So it goes like this. After I close my laptop, I will spend 2 minutes tidying my desk. Okay, habit 1 is done. Now, the completion of that habit becomes the trigger for the next one. After my desk is tidy, I will open my language app and do one lesson. And finally, after I finish my language lesson, I will write down my top priority for tomorrow. See what we did there? We created a chain reaction. Each small 2-minute habit flows seamlessly into the next, all kicked off by a single, reliable anchor. It's a powerful cascade of productivity that takes maybe 10-15 minutes total, but leaves you feeling accomplished and prepared. This isn't about a massive life overhaul overnight. It's about making tiny 1% improvements that compound over time. The beauty of habit stacking is that it lowers the resistance. You're not relying on a finite pool of motivation. You're cleverly designing your environment and your routines to guide you toward your goals automatically. You're essentially programming your future self to succeed. It's less about willpower and more about smart system design. So let's recap the formula for success. Step 1. Identify a current, solid habit you already do every day. This is your anchor. Make sure it's specific and reliable. Step 2. Choose a new, tiny habit you want to add. Remember the 2-minute rule. Make it so easy you can't say no. Step 3. Create your habit stack statement. After current habit, I will new habit. Say it out loud, write it down, put it on a sticky note where you'll see it. Step 4. As you get consistent, you can slowly expand the habit or stack another tiny habit on top of it, creating a chain. Your challenge for today is to create just one habit stack. Don't overthink it. Pick one anchor and one tiny 2-minute new habit. Maybe it's, after I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. Seriously, just one. Or, after I put my dinner plate in the dishwasher, I will wipe down one kitchen counter. The goal is not a sparkling kitchen. The goal is to build the identity of someone who cleans up after themselves. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can stick with it. Start small, start simple, and watch how these tiny stacked habits transform your days and ultimately, your life. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this breakdown helps you finally build the habits you've always wanted. If you got any value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. And if you have a habit stack you're going to try, share it in the comments below. I'd love to see what you come up with. And of course, if you want more videos on building better systems for a better life, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next one. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.